What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Firestone Walker Brewing Company, and they're out of Paso, Robles, California, and this is their Mocha Dolce Nitro Stout, and this is the 2022 release. So they're calling this one a coffee, vanilla, and cocoa nib nitro stout. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, 35 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately 7 weeks old. So we got another festive nitro stout from Firestone. Last fall, they released their Cinnamon Dolce Nitro Stout, which I did review on the channel, and I really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorite nitro stouts in recent memory. That one was brewed with cinnamon and vanilla. This time around, they're going with the mocha vibe with the coffee, vanilla, and cocoa nib. And this is in a nitro stout. They have directions here on the back. It says master the surge pour, invert the can 3 times, pour hard straight down, wait, admire, and enjoy. So we're gonna do that right now. 1, 2, and a 3. And we are going to crack this one open and hopefully, oh yeah, a little bit of spewage there, and then just give it the hard pour into the hashtag proper glassware, but not really. It's the Firestone Walker Tiku, so there's the hard pour. I love nitro beers. Now, is that going to go over though? It's nitro. Usually doesn't, so it didn't, but we'll pour the rest in. Now, a little bit of a cheat here. Now, is this like Southern Tier where they give you less? It's not. It says 12 fluid ounces. So when Southern Tier does theirs, I think they're 9.75 fluid ounces because the nitro takes up some room in the can. Doesn't seem to be the case with that. So anyway, yeah, I mean, did the cascading effect, the nitro pour, the whole 9. It looks like a absolutely picture perfect nitro beer, pitch black. I can't see through it, but a 2-finger of the straight on khaki colored, almost light brown colored head, super creamy looking. I mean, the compact bubbles from the nitro just make it look like whipped cream on top. It looks fantastic. It's what you expect from a beer like this. Anyway, let's get a nose. Yeah, that's nice. Coffee, check. Chocolate, check. Mocha vibes, check. Vanilla, a little bit. Now, I think they use a touch of lactose, so technically this is like a nitro milk stout to some degree. I want to say their Velvet Merlin, which is their regular, I think, milk stout. I think that's like the base of this. I think they're all in the 6% range. They've done like different Merlin variants, like they've done coconut and a couple others, and I think it's always around the same ABV. But yeah, it's mocha vibes. A little bit of roasted malt, little bit of coffee roast, touch of chocolate, little bitter in chocolate, more like a cocoa powder as opposed to anything else. That vanilla's there, could be coming from the lactose, could be coming from the vanilla itself, who knows. A touch of like an underlying caramel maybe. Slight fruity scent, but as I smell it, it's honestly starting to give me straight on mocha vibes. Like, it's like you got, you know, a mocha coffee drink, like a cold brew or something, mocha. It just has that kind of intense chocolate, coffee, a little bit of vanilla in there. It smells really fucking good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. So, you know, with nitro, this is really good, by the way. I'm really, just off that first sip, really good. The thing about nitro is it feels flat on the palate because of the nitro, but you get that immaculate, I'm talking immaculate mouthfeel, and that's what I'm experiencing here. This is like a little bit under medium body, so it's a little bit thin, and it seems a little bit flat, but the mouthfeel is spectacular. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's just incredible. So body a bit thin, maybe a little bit flat from the carbonation or lack thereof, but you know, it's a nitro stout, so it's super creamy and incredibly smooth. The taste, it's mocha vibes. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you and tell you this is the most complex, over the top. I'm getting 43 different tasting notes. It's very simplistic, but it's simplistic in a way that I think is very approachable. It's still quite delicious to the seasoned craft beer drinker. Anyway, yeah, there's chocolate at the forefront. There's coffee and there's vanilla, and it has a sweeter kind of feel to it. So if you're somebody who likes maybe like sweeter coffee drinks, sweeter mocha drinks, I think this is something that you would get down with. If you're somebody who likes more of like a bittering kind of stout or bittering coffee in general, I think might be a little bit too sweet for you. But yeah, forefront, chocolate, coffee, vanilla. There's underlying, I'm thinking about rye for some reason, like rye IPAs, I love them. Anyway, there's an underlying like roasted malt character, a little bit of a fruitiness, like I'm getting like a slight black cherry tinge as right at the forefront, passes through, a little bit of like caramel and toffee vibes coming probably from the base stout. But the mocha hits you right at the forefront, carries on through the palate, and then kind of dissipates on the back of the palate. And that's where you get this really nice semi-dry, and I'd say mild to moderately bitter. Now, as I've taken a couple sips, the front of the palate sweet, back of the palate's really balancing it out. It has almost a moderate bitterness to some degree. It's not quite reaching that level, but it's close. Yeah, it's really good. Is it as good as last year's variant or release? It's in that realm. It's just different. That was more cinnamon heavy, kind of like gingerbread-esque, and this is more of straight on mocha, right? If you like mocha drinks in general and you like nitro beers, grab this one. I think you would definitely enjoy it. I'm enjoying it here. 6%, you can't tell. Nowadays, you really don't with the ABVs around 6, 7%. This is really good. I've nothing more to say about this one other than I hope they keep on putting out new variants of this every single fall into the winter. This is a really good beer to kind of drink during the colder months. So Firestone Walker's Mocha Dolce Nitro Stout, the 2022 release. I have absolutely no issues giving this a low 4.25 out of 5. I'll go 4.15 out of 5. I think I gave last year's maybe in the 4.25, 4.3. So maybe last year's was a little bit better for what I was looking for. Maybe it fit the festive spirit a little bit more too, because you're talking about like a gingerbread-esque kind of feel, where this is just straight out like coffee and chocolate with a little bit of vanilla. But I'm telling you, this is pretty damn good. And yeah, price and availability. Availability, wherever you see Firestone Walker, especially if you get like their regular like core lineup or a decent amount of beers from them, you probably should see this or have already seen this on the shelves. Again, this was 7 weeks old. I think I saw this one the end of October, early November, and I picked up a can of it. And price point, I think I paid $2 something for that can. Pretty sure 6-packs were like $13.99 a 6-pack for something that is coffee, vanilla, cocoa nibs, nitro stout. You're talking like $2.39, $2.29 a can all day, every day, because you don't see a lot of nitro beers in general. So it's always cool when they get released. So yeah, I'm done here. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one or last year's or both, which one did you prefer? If you've had this year's, I'd like to hear your feedback. And yeah, not much more to say. To the next one. Cheers.